name is Whitney, and my sister Gaby Ndaba was kidnapped and killed in 2023. I am going to explain the entire story from the day that she went missing, like I'm talking to a child, to simplify it as much as possible, to get this message out as far as possible. I know that I talk a lot, but I never say something that I don't mean, and I always speak the truth. Please listen to this video and share it where you can. Right. May 26, 2023. My sister Gaby goes for a walk at around 5:30 in the afternoon. This is a routine walk. She does it for exercise and meditation. She tells me, her sister, that she's going to pass a friend on the way. Cool. Hours go by not hearing from Gaby. Family gets very worried and goes to look for Gaby. By midnight, we don't find Gaby. We report her missing to Dawn Park Police Station. Officers opening case for us don't seem to care, even though we come to them with very strong intuitive feeling that something is very, very wrong. Gaby is in danger. We must be quick. Police say Gaby is probably playing with friends. Family says no. Gaby is a grown-up, adult, introvert woman with very big, serious plans. Important person, not playing with friends, maybe trapped by friends. Can we fucking hurry up and do something, please? Family finds witness that same morning, 27 May 2023. Witness says Gaby was taken or kidnapped by a big white car. Police promised to trace Gaby's phone because she's kidnapped. Before, they wouldn't trace her phone because she's not kidnapped. Now we have witness, trace phone. Police don't trace phone. Meanwhile, people on WhatsApp are messaging us with scary photos and threats saying that they have Gaby and that we must pay a ransom of $2 million. Cops say that these are extortionists. They are opportunists who take advantage of vulnerable families. We say, okay, please trace phone. Case only gets escalated to kidnapping and extortion on 30 May 2023, when we're given a new case number. Still no tracing is done. SAPS only follows one lead outside of the neighborhood, despite 100 other leads within the neighborhood where Gaby went missing. Then, on the 1st of June 2023, 6 days after Gaby goes missing, we find her dead under a bridge in our neighborhood where she went missing. Under a bridge where there are CCTV cameras, and in a neighborhood where there are lots of CCTV cameras and residential cameras, but no security help us get footage and no police help us get footage. But Gaby was filmed on someone's security camera footage in February of the same year, taking a picture of a rose. They said, that's a man trying to rob the house. Find them and bash their phone. We sort that out because they realize that it's Gaby, and then they send the picture of the rose in the group. No apology is given for that, but I'll just leave that there. There are inconsistent statements from the police and the security about who found Gaby on the 1st of June. So we actually don't know who said, there's a body in the grass, let's call people. Okay, we don't know who that was. 29 February 2024. We get an SMS from the police that says the kidnapping case that was opened on 30 May is now closed due to no crime being committed. That's interesting. Still no investigation or follow-up with the family from the police side. The family go to the morgue in 2024 to get a fast-tracking paper for the post-mortem report. Almost a year later, after begging consistently, so we go and try and get it ourselves. The morgue tells us the police still have to get it. Just to clarify, my family went to the morgue and got the papers, filled them in and submitted it. You can do that as the family, but the investigating officer has to collect the reports. Eventually we get it. There are missing pages. Eventually we get missing pages after bothering the police over and over. Then we find out that there is a new case number for Gaby because the old one was closed. This new case is an inquest because the cause of death is not determined. Apparently, this case was opened in June 2023, but we were not made aware until February, March 2024, almost a year later. The post-mortem is finally received, but it also doesn't give any indication as to how Gaby died. Not even an estimated time or day of death. We complain and pressure the police, and then they finally get a statement from the woman Gaby went to visit the night she went missing. Not an interrogation, not an investigation, a statement. Okay. Again, this is 1 year after the fact, only because we were pressurizing them to do it. Family so heartbroken, don't know what to do, trying to grieve and survive at the same time. April 2025. Women for Change hosts a march and a deliverance of 150,000 plus signatures on a petition declaring femicide and GBV a national crisis. At the union buildings, we come across the CGE, which is the Commission for Gender Equality, and Action Society. Both NGOs submit a complaint on the behalf of the family to the complaint services of the SAPS. An investigation into the IO for his negligence is conducted. We are told we will get subpoenaed to go and show up in court to testify against said IO for negligence. In October, early October 2025, we storm the castle at Don Park Police Station. We get a meeting with the station commander, Lieutenant Colonel Machacha. She takes off the IO that was on the case and replaces him with a new IO, a woman, by the way. We establish in this meeting that even though we got the papers ourselves from the morgue, again for the toxicology fast tracking this time, and gave it to the police, the IO that was on the case before did not submit the papers, and therefore no fast tracking was done for the toxicology report. Mind you, they're telling us we can wait up to 10 years to get this report, okay, even with fast tracking. We also find out at this meeting that the photos from the scene where my sister was found have not been attached to the case file, and till this day we don't have confirmation of where those photos are. So just wanted to add in here that at the time of this meeting in October 2025, Gaby's phone was nowhere to be found. And by then, the police had already given it back to us in 2024. And we didn't open the sealed evidence bag that it was in because we saw it was the same one from the scene the night she was picked up there. So we gave the phone back to them because clearly they did nothing with the phone like they promised to. Download data, do location, Section 205, all that stuff. None of that was done. And by October 2025, they didn't know where her phone was. Okay? Just an ad. September 2025, we get an email from the complaint services that no fault was found in the IO's conduct and that everything was done correctly. We say, what the fuck? That's obviously a cover-up because he definitely fucked up. We still don't have answers, and now we're trying to hold the police accountable before we can even investigate what happened to Gaby. We don't know how to respond at the time because it feels like a cover-up and clear avoidance of accountability. In December 2025, my family goes to IPID and asks IPID to help us with this case. IPID says, whoop, we can't take this case and we can't tell you why either. IPID then gives us a letter of referral and sends us to the Provincial Commissioner, Major General Kumalo. Fortunately, I wasn't able to condense this into one video. It's just too complicated, it's too stretched out, and there are too many cover-ups that need to be explained, too much context that needs to be explained, but I will finish the story in the next video. I just want you to understand that they do this to us so that it's harder to convey the story, it's harder to get help. So please, 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 please keep sharing these videos, keep engaging these videos, keep the conversation alive, and please don't forget about us who are fighting for justice. Thank you so much.